What up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's Carter TV, and I'm back with Chapter 4, Secrets in the Streets, The Four Heinzmen. We left off where Charlie was playing golf with Mr. Jim, Mr. Rico, and Mr. Bleak. Mr. Jim had asked Charlie, he was like, hey, CJ, because he told him that his name is CJ. He was like, would you like to make some money? And Charlie was like, doing what? He was like, well, basically, the three guys came up with a lot. We're looking to buy a building and we're looking to start a big business out here. And he was like, Charlie was like, what kind of business? Like, he was like, we want to make a mall out here. I said, it's already a mall out. And then Charlie goes, it's already a mall out here. He's like, maybe not a mall, but maybe more like a casino. A casino. We see that it's a lot of money in this town, and we want to invest. So Mr. Rico was like, yeah, we want to invest in the town. We've seen a lot of good properties, but we also see a lot of activity. So Mr. Bleak was like, guys, I don't think we should put him in our business. Come on. This guy don't know. He's not, he don't look like he's in the streets. He look like he's a regular guy who gets the job and go home. Look like he reads book all day. So Charlie looked at him and was like, okay, what are you guys really asking me? So Mr. Rico was like, listen, I'm going to cut to the chase, kid. We know that this town is a money town. There's a lot of money to be made here. And, there's a lot of opportunities. So Charlie cuts him off. Charlie goes, come on, man, get to the point, please. Give it to me straight. What you want? What y'all want? Because for all three of y'all, it take all three of y'all to ask me one simple question. So Mr. Jims goes, basically, we understand that Tony, she runs this town. And, we dug a little bit into her background, and she's a dangerous woman. We also know that she killed a few people, maybe people you even know. So then Charlie catches a flashback about his father. Boop, she shot him. Boop. He's like, you know Tony, right? Like, you're familiar with her, right? Like, her son KJ and stuff like that. Well, he's in jail now. And he's looking at them and he's kind of saying to himself, how do they know her? What do these nerd dudes or these, white men know about Tony? Like, so he's just probably looking at them like these fucking men. Like, so he goes, yeah, she got a little background in the town. And lately the town has been under a little chaos. There's been a lot of beef going on. So Mr. Bleak, then his whole demeanor changed when he hears that. He gets back into his, I'm in the organization now. He's like, so what kind of, situation she's been getting into? Well, not technically her, but the town that's out here basically is just, it's under attack from the drugs and the gun wars and stuff like that. So now they got motive. They got all the information they basically need from there to put Tony down and demote her status back to where she was, because the town is under a lot of chaos and it's going to spill out if they don't handle it. That's the whole point of them trying to see what's going on with Tony in her area. You feel me? So her chaos in her town don't leak out into theirs and what they got going on. So they basically starts to like, all right, so there's a lot of bloodshed in the town, basically. So in that moment, a couple of guys came running up on them on a golf course and tried to rob them. And the security guards had just came driving what they would speed behind these dudes. And they jumped on them. And it was like, wow, this town. And basically, they was getting a little dose of how the town is. Like, you got guys that will really come on a golf course and rob you. So Charlie was like, wow. So Charlie looked at one of the dudes. He was like, he looked familiar. He like one of the homeboys from that other dude team, Felipe. He might be working with the cartels. He looked like he part of the cartels. So the three guys looked at each other. He's like, they like the cartels here too? So this shit is bigger than what it is, they thought. So now that they knew that, Charlie starts to sit and think, like, these guys was asking me questions and stuff that, people in the feds would probably know, federal agents type of shit people would know. So Charlie's sitting there thinking, like, who is these dudes? Right? So guy who was part of Star's crew, well, under Star, running, in her buildings getting money. He sees Charlie, and he sees Charlie talking to these three dudes. So he speeds off and he jets, and he makes a phone call to Star, and he says, Star, like, yo, I seen your ex talking to these white dudes on this golf course. Mind you, Star is in front of Tony at this time. She's sitting right in front of her, and she puts him on speaker, and she go, my ex. She's like, yeah, that kid Charlie, that Charlie kid. So Tony turns around and look. So she like, why the fuck you telling me about what the fuck is he doing with white men? I don't give a fuck if he playing golf. I don't give a fuck if he's playing hopscotch. Nigga, don't call my phone about no bullshit. And as soon as she's about to hang up on him, she go, wait a minute. You said Charlie, right? So the dude go, who this? So Tony goes, answer the fucking question, motherfucker. So he goes, oh yeah, he talking to these three dudes, and one look Asian, the other two look white, which is Mr. Rico. He's Spanish, but he look white. So she's sitting there thinking like, oh, these motherfuckers is not trying to find out what I'm doing. She put two and two together real quick. Tony like, all right, they talking to Charlie. Charlie must not know who they are, but he basically know who, you know what I mean? So they putting shit together. But they don't know that they got Charlie sitting right in front of them. They think Charlie's just some average Joe kid who run the streets. They really haven't seen what Charlie looked like. You feel me? They haven't really seen what he looked like. They just know of him. You feel me? They don't know what he looked like. You know what I'm saying? So she like, shit. So Star like, what happened? What's wrong with that? She's like, good looking out on that info. Then she hangs up and she was like, the organization is trying to make a move on me. And they trying to get Charlie to tell him what's going on in the town, basically. What other reason would they be talking to him? She's like, the organization, they out here naked like this? They probably ain't naked. They up to something. They probably heard about what's going on in the town. And they need a good reason to take me out or take over what I got going on. I got a trick for their ass, though. I got a trick for them fucking horsemen. I think Mrs. Indigo might be on it too. She just wasn't there. I got a trick for all four of them fucking horsemen. All four of them bitches. Bet. So now we go to the detectives. Where the detectives, they following up on scenes. They walk around. They talking to people. Sheena like, yo, this is in the drag. Ain't nobody giving up no type of information on nothing. We've been at this shit for the past couple of weeks. Ain't nobody gonna talk to us about no bodies. And then, Johnson was like, you right. Ain't nobody gonna talk to us. We need some CIs. She was like, CIs? You got somebody? She was like, I may have. Is he a CI though? Or she? Is she a CI? Well, he's a he, and I didn't officially make him a CI, but he gives me good information. So she said, you need to reach out then and see what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go see him personally, right? I just, became cool with the dude. I don't want to make him seem like something else is going on besides me just asking a few questions. Feel me, partner? So she go, I get it. You don't really trust me too much yet ever since your last partner. He goes, it's not that. It's that I don't want him to feel no type of way. You know what I mean? The police did arrest his father on some bullshit. And I don't want him to feel like I'm going to do the same to him. Let me just ease into this, all right? I fill you in on everything. She's like, that's cool. Maybe I could just do a little searching and somewhere else. It's cool. You sure? She was like, yeah. So he dips off from her. He hits up Charlie. He's like, yo, I really need to speak to you. So Charlie was like, all right, cool. So Charlie is with Dale instead. No, Charlie is he's with Vicky. Him and his kids, they're together and everything. And, Detective Johnson pulls up. So Vicky lets him in, offers him a beverage. He's like, nah, I just came to talk to Charlie real quick. So Charlie comes out. He's like, what's up, man? He's like, I need to know what's going on in the town. So he's like, it's a fucking war going on. It's pretty obvious. He's like, where were all these bodies dropping from? So Charlie look at him, where do you think they dropping from? D-Bear and Felipe. Hello? She said, but we can't get no witnesses to confirm that. I said, I just told you something, right? You better go do your snooping. So he like, all right. All right. So we got those two. It's a gang war, basically. You got it, bruh. It's a gang war. And he was like, appreciate that. Appreciate that. I said, you got something for me? I need something too. You can't just come over here for some answers and not give me none. So he was like, I actually got something for you. He's like, what? You know, Boss is running around with D-Bear, right? Boss? Boss? That's what you got for me? That's it? I already knew that shit. And I don't even care for him no more. At the end of the day, he ain't the one I want. Not anymore. I got something else big. He said, where's your boys? Fuck them niggas. I'm Dolo this time. I'm Dolo. And he's like, Dolo? You really carrying out a Dolo mission? That's not like you. We had a miscommunication and we just ain't fucking with each other. And last I seen them niggas, they went to the winning teams right now. I think Dell is with D-Bear and Sticks with D-Bear, and I don't know where Mink is. I haven't heard from Mink in a minute. I don't know where he at, man. He was like, you know, last I heard, if I'm not mistaken, his father's in town. So Charlie, like, Mink's dad is in town? Where it is, he's looking for his son. It could be a reward, too. But how the fuck I'm gonna go to him? He think my pops killed his brother. I can't go to him. He like, you right about that. Maybe you can patch things up with Sticks and Dell and see if they'll do it. I said, nah, not right now. Not with this war going on. I doubt they'll be able to do anything. Right now, I got to figure this shit out. He's like, all right, man. See you around, Charlie. All right, man. So the organization has had a meeting. They have a meeting without Tony there. And basically, they just informed Miss Indigo that Tony is having a big war going on. And they look at her and was like, you lied about it. You lied about it. Why was you trying to cover for her? And she was like, I wasn't trying to cover for her. I just ain't want her to look bad about what's going on. I was giving her time to fix the situation and everything. And covering for your own. I mean, that's what we do at this table, right? We cover for each other, right? It's like, you're right. But this matter, it needs to be dealt with. If you speak to Tony, you need to let her know she needs to fix this matter before this beef spills out into our territories. And then we'll all be fucked. And he's like, yeah, you need to, Miss Indigo. You need to. So she goes, I got this, fellas. I'm going to talk to her and I'm going to let her know what's going on. So she calls up Tony. We need to meet. She meets up with Tony at the park. And Tony thought it was just a casual, I want to meet and I want to fuck type of meeting. You feel me? So Tony took it as, what you want? So she goes, the guys know it's a war going on in your city. A big war. And I'm letting you know right now, this is your only one chance to fix it before they do. And if we fix it, you're not going to like it. Okay. So Tony was nonchalant with her okay answer. Okay, I'll fix it. So she was like, oh, so maybe we can get a nightcap. Miss Indigo rubbing up on, we can get a nightcap. I don't think so. I got work to do. As you see, I got a town to clean up. Excuse me. And she walks away. She's like, this bitch. Well, when are you going to make time for me? Shouting it out as she only walks away. As soon as I'm done cleaning, you know us mothers, it takes us time to clean. So Miss Indigo was like, fuck. I'm fucking horny. Because she leaves. So Sticks and Dell, they're with D-Bear's crew. And Boss is there too. So Dell spots him. Sticks spots him. Boss spots them. So D-Bear's like, so, what's the word? He was like, yo, Felipe and his team hitting us again, man. We need to make another, one of the guys is telling me we need to make another arrangement move, man. We got to do something else, D-Bear. Shit is getting ugly out there, for real, for real. Shit is getting real ugly, B. So D-Bear goes, yo, who that chick that had our men cut down like that? She did us filthy, man. So one of them goes, that was Tony's girls. You know, Tony got her little 5-star crew running around, bitches out here letting it up. We got to get rid of them bitches, B. So boss was like, oh, she got to start in 5. She playing just like me. So D-Bear look at him like, you know this Tony, bitch? He's like, yeah, nigga, I told you. She used to be my wife. I know exactly how she moving now. If she moving like that, I know exactly how she moving. So this ain't going to be the end of her. Trust me, she going to hit back. So what's the play here, boss? If you know so much, you got to get one of them bitches. Get the bitch who caught your men and send a message. Tony will pop out sooner or later. He's like, all right, set it up. Get a crew together. Go find that bitch. So he grabbed Sticks and Dale was like, nigga, you know I don't fuck with you. I don't even know why you came over. Boss was like, yo, chill on that. Right now, we on the same team. If you don't fuck with this nigga, he'll cut your dick off, nigga. So pick one. We either gonna get this shit together or not. Sticks looked at Dale, was like, Dale, what choice we got right now? Nigga, we in the middle of a war, nigga. You forgot? Like, fuck. All right, come on. So they go over to, couple with the Stars areas. And Felipe's team is heading over there too. So now it's an all-out gunfight now. Passes cross. You know, she had Mo there, she had Leah there, she had Maya there. You know what I mean? She had Storm there. And they was, getting shit together until Felipe team spotted them, started shooting at them. D-Bear's team shot at Felipe and them and shot at Star and them. So now it's an all-out triangle war yet again on the streets. This time, it's in the area where, like, the shopping centers areas. Like, you got your Walmart, you got your GameStop, you got your, you got all these other stores in this little plaza area. You feel me? This little plaza area where the shooting takes place. So Maya letting niggas have it. Boom, 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 boom. She gunning niggas down. Dale, I guess, spots who she is. And that must be Shorty. She's shooting real better than the other bitches. Almost take his head off. So what boss do, he slips out the fight. He dips off. And when the fight calmed down, the sirens started coming. They start flying, the sirens. We get the boys like six, 7 cars deep flying in. Whoop, whoop, whoop. They catch a couple of Felipe's dudes and a couple of D-Bear's group. They caught like 2 guys and the rest of the guys dip. So Dale and Star dipped because of the cops. And Star and them ran a different way. You feel me? They ran a different way and everything. And he kind of saw them, but before he could make a move on them, the cops like, yo, come here. So him and Sticks got missing. They got missing, you feel me? So boss watched everybody leave. He didn't really participate in the gunfight. He played like a citizen and fell back. And he watched to see where these girls was going. So he watched them. He watched them separate. He saw Mo and Storm go one way. He saw Star and Aaliyah and Zoe go another way. He saw the girl Maya go by herself. Now, they don't know what Maya looked like. But the fact that she by herself made her a target automatically. So boss had one nigga with him that was running from the feds. He was running. So he grabbed him up, brung him in, in the hottest place where he was hot, and the feds ran by. So he was like, yo, good look. Oh, shit, it's boss. He's like, yo, shh. You see Shorty right there? We gonna snatch that bitch up. So boy like, all right, bet. So boom. They watch Shorty. Shorty moving and watching her surroundings. So boss like, oh, this bitch smart. So boss like, wait a minute. He get a flashback of remembering Tony got like a little niece or somebody. And he remember a small picture of her, and then he kind of like put the face to the picture. He like, that might be her niece. So boss creeped up on, they waited till she got low. She went into Pizza Hut, I guess, to grab a bite to eat. She was hungry. She went in there. She slipped in. When she slipped in, she disappeared. So they slipped in. They didn't see her. They fake went in there to order food. She pops back out from the back. No, they didn't ask like, yo, did a girl come in just now? And one of the employees go, yeah, she went in the bathroom. Just then, she pops out the bathroom. So they act like they ordering food. So the nigga like, yo, I thought he hit the nigga like, yo, shut up, boy. Order some food, nigga. So they order food. They order like 4 pies. You feel me? They order like 4 pies and some wings and shit. She order her food. Boom. 20 minutes into it, they get their food. She get her food right after them. Slip out and split, right? She splits out and then she goes towards a car where a car was waiting for her. Unhooks it. Beats it, opens the door. Boy came behind her and cracked down her melon. Boom! Boom! She hit the car and dropped, right? Boss was like, oh yeah, little Maya. You might don't remember me. As he's saying this, looking over her, her vision is very blurry, like, cause she just got mollywopped to her dome and her head hit the car and she dropped. She's like, you Tony's niece. We got a big fish over here, baby. So they pick her up, throw her in the car, and they snatch her up. Boom. We go to Felipe and his crew, where his crews keep getting snagged up by the cops. He calls Sheena, like, yo, we got a problem. So Sheena pulls up. He's like, yeah. She like, yeah, I know we got a problem. There's a lot of war going on in this fucking town, and you dropping bodies fucking everywhere, even innocent bystanders. He said, fuck all that. Some of my guys are locked up. So she looked like, I can't keep getting all these guys off every time a shit happens. Some of these guys gonna have to learn how to take a fucking L. So she's mad about that. And on top of that, she's mad. He's not giving her no play on what's going on. He's just doing shit whatever he want to do. So now that that's taking tone, you feel me? He's like, yo, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Get the guys out, save the team and stop playing. You feel me? Save the team and stop playing. We need our guys. I'm losing warriors because of these fucking cops, man. Do your fucking job, Sheena. What the fuck I'm paying you for? How you a cop and can't do cop shit? Save my guys. So he bugged on her and then left the room. He bugged on her and she was mad. Like, so she goes do her cop work to get these guys off. Now, her doing all that, getting these guys off, that's going to leave a paper trail behind her. Signing off on shit, fixing shit in the paperwork so these guys can go walk. Mind you, these guys got murders on their names, you feel me? They got murders on their name and they walking because of Sheena. Her cousin is the top dog, you feel me? And he's in with the cartel. So she moved on that type of time. And Johnson had just came back. Now remember, they both was doing homework on each other. So he see her doing a little paperwork here and there. He ain't say nothing until he got closer with it and noticed the paperwork she was doing. So he goes, oh, what you doing over there, partner? She tenses up. It was like, oh, I'm just filling out a little few documents here and there, covering it so he can't see. Mind you, he already peeped game. He said, what's going on out here? He's like, a couple dudes, you know, little misdemeanors here and there. So he's like, all right, cool. He's like, anything up on that lead? He was like, yeah, some dude out here named Felipe tearing up these streets. And he goes, from my understanding, you got a couple guys that might be on his team in there. He was like, yeah. And all they got is a couple misdemeanors? That didn't sit well with him. So he like, okay. She's like, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it, partner. I'll take care of it. He's like, all right, I see you when you get back. So he's like, all right. He started doing his homework now. He started digging into his partner background. That shit made him skeptical real quick. He started digging in her background. He started looking up the family tree and shit. And he come across as a name, an alias name at that. Felipe's, he has a real name, you feel me? He comes across it. Felipe is just a name for the cover up. You feel me? He comes across another name, and that name was connected to his partner, Sheena. His name was Jose Gonzalez. You know, Sheena's last name was Gonzalez. She preferred to be called Sheena over her last name. So he was looking at the dude, right? He was looking at him. He was really staring him down. Like, he was really looking at the photo like, I think I know this face. Mind you, he hasn't come across Felipe yet, mind you. The picture he's looking at is a good few years old. Felipe has full grown, he got that real Spanish look. He got the curly hair and he got the real shag going on. You feel me? So he saved the picture and keeps it with him. Dips out. Doesn't say nothing to his partner. Him and his partner hit the streets. So now we go to Star and her team. They all come back. Tony's like, where's Ma? Star was like, after the situation happened, I guess she went to go get something to eat. That girl was eating. So Tony goes, yeah, I'm calling her phone and I don't hear nothing. I'm not getting no answers. So Tony like, something must be wrong. So Tony's like, where the fuck is this little girl at? So she tells Star, like, yo, if y'all hear from her, get back to me. So she's like, where you going? She said, I got to make a stop. So Tony's outside in the streets. She bumps into Charlie. Charlie was like, he was on a corner talking to somebody, and she just so happened to spot him. So her going to him and seeing her kind of like, was like, what's going on now? Something ain't right. So Charlie is like, the fuck you want? You got some nerve coming up to me, bitch. Like, I won't body you right here for what you did to my father. So she like, listen, Charlie, I understand you mad about your father. What's done is done. I'm just here to help you. How the fuck you can help me, bitch? You killed my father and you killed my moms and you expect me to help you and wipe your ass afterwards? Bitch, you got me all the way fucked up. So he gripping his hammer tight. He gripping it. She peep him gripping it. That's how mad he is. He ready to blow. Right? He ready to blow. So D-Bear, one of D-Bear's men spot Tony. Call D-Bear like, yo, I just see this bitch. I see this bitch Tony out here. This bitch Tony. She out here naked with no fucking body. He like, where? At this such and such address. Pull up. So D-Bear come clicking up. They grab their hammers. They come in the slide van. They jump in the van, right? So as he's about to leave, he see Boss pull up in the car. So Boss and the nigga he was with come out the car eating pizza. So D-Bear looking at the nigga like, nigga, why the fuck are you eating? I just spotted that bitch Tony, nigga. Get in the car. Get in the van, nigga. Get in the van. Let's go. We leaving. We about to slide on that bitch. I'm putting this bitch down once and for all. I'm taking over this fucking town. Let's go. He like, chill, boy. I got a surprise for you. Come with me to the back of the trunk. He said, I ain't got time for the fucking games, nigga. I said, nigga, you might want to take interest into this. So he walked with Boss to the trunk. Boss popped the trunk. So he look at the what is this? Why you got a fucking bitch in the trunk? It's Tony niece, nigga. So the nigga like, what? Tony niece? You cease to amaze me, boss. All right. Get that bitch in the building. Let the guys have fun with that little ass. So Boss and a couple guys take her in the building. And before D-Bear leaves, he like, yo, when y'all having fun with that bitch, send me the video. Them niggas go take her in the building. They beat her up and they take turns on her. Each going in and out. Boom, boom, boom. Taking turns on shorty. Giving to her. About 4 or 5 niggas in her shit. Boop, boop, boop. Taking turns on her. Raping the shit out of her. You feel me? Fucking her insides up. Bad. Boss is sitting there watching. She taking the shit like she a tough little cookie. Like, oh, you motherfuckers, all you could do is rape and beat me up. Boss' intentions is not to kill her. I mean, they beat her up. 5 dudes went at her, raped her, and then they left her there like body helpless, like beat her up, bloodied and everything. Stripped her clothes and just left her there. So Boss, after they was all done, taking turns on her and all that, Boss was like, she was like, if y'all gonna kill me, get the shit over with. You know what I mean? Her body's quivering, she's shaking, she cold. They stripped to her clothes, she's bloody all over, you feel me? So she holding herself, shaking and shit. He like, oh, my intentions is not to kill you, sweetheart. It is not to kill. Your aunt is gonna come looking for you very soon. She's gonna have questions. She's gonna need answers. Trust me. You're not gonna die here. Get comfortable. You need the heat. you a little cold. So he's being an asshole to her. She spits in his face. Spit in my face. This is what you got for me? Apparently you ain't learned your lesson. So he wipes his face. He's like, yeah. He comes back in the room. He has a can of food. Dumps it in a bowl. Slides it to her. Eat up, bitch. He didn't warm it up or nothing. He straight gave her a can of Chunkies in a bowl and told her to eat with her fucking hands. Eat up, bitch. You look hungry. Now, Maya is a small girl. She's about 5'2". She has nice perk titties, and she's a slim John. She's real slim. You feel me? But Maya could hold her own. But the situation Maya is in, she had 5 dudes take a turn on her and beat the brakes off this bitch like if she was another man. They was beating her up and then taking turns, you know what I mean, passing her off. Boop, boop, boop. Dudes filling her up. Eat up. So she like, I ain't eating that shit, you probably poison. He said, bitch, I just opened that shit straight out the can. You either eat it or you fucking don't. Then he gave her a bottle of water. He threw the bottle of water at her dome. Hit her in the head. Drink up. That's just to, keep her, energy up so she don't die. Remember, she had lost a lot of blood. She got beat the fuck up. So, back to Tony and Charlie where they talking. He was, Tony goes, I just came here to drop some jewels on you. I ain't come here for no beef. I ain't come here for none of that. I actually want to make money with you. I want you to come a part of my team and get money with me. So he looked at Tony like, bitch, you done lost your fucking marbles? You done lost your mind? You done killed my folks and you want me to join you? Is you shitting me? Right? She was like, please, hear me out. I know the 3 dudes you've been running around with. He go, what 3 dudes? What the fuck you talking about now? Yeah, you was on that golf course the other day, wasn't you? So Charlie looked like, I ain't surprised that you know that. So what? I was playing golf with a couple dudes. What's wrong with that? That's a crime? So she looks at him and like, you know the guys you was playing golf with was the organization that had your mother and father killed? She lied to him. No, she didn't lie. She lied to him. She lied to him right then and there. They was the ones that put that hit out on your parents. They did that. And the only reason why I had to do what I had to do, because they was going to kill my son, your best friend, KJ, and I couldn't let that happen. So he like, so you take away my folks, my parents? You took away KJ's father? So she like, I know the situation is sticky. I know it's fucked up. But it was either them or me and my son. And I had to do what I had to do. I had to make a choice. Your father said, fuck me and my son. He said, fuck me to my face. And he lived his happy life with you and your mother. So what the fuck was I supposed to do? Forgive him for that shit? So Charlie goes, you mad at a situation between you and my father. What the hell my mother had to do with that? Your son's sitting in jail right now. Ain't shit come of this, Tony. So Tony goes, listen, I fed you some information that you may wanted to know. The reason why your folks is dead, because your mother was a federal agent. Your father didn't want to give her up, so the organization had him killed. The organization put the hit out for that. Them 3 guys that you running around with, So Happy Charlie, they did that. He go, you fucking lying, bitch. You saying anything because I want to smoke your ass right now. She said, you don't believe me? Go ask them. I'm pretty sure you're going to see them again. Ask. Before you do, right, before you decide to ask them any questions, I want you to say this, Mr. Bleak, to one of them. See what kind of response you get. Tony's walking away. She's walking away, right? As she's walking away, she turned her back on him, and he's sitting there puzzled like, what the fuck is she talking about? The fuck? Mr. Bleak? Boy, tell me his name was Mr. Then he thinking about the organization because he had never seen what they look like. And the whole time, they could be right in front of him. You feel me? The van come through. D-Bear and his mans in him. The van pull up. Tony right in front of the van. Like this Tony, this the van, like a few feet. They pull up. And as they pulling up, the van slide open. Tony get into her car. D-Bear like, what up now, bitch, with that big-ass AK? What up now, bitch? This is the end for you, bitch. God, they start letting it rain. Boop, 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 with the chopper. With the Uzis, dude. The driver holding his hand up, letting it rain. You see niggas with the slide doors letting it off. Tony and Charlie right in the midst of it. Charlie acted instantly. He acted on instant. He grabbed her up, threw her over the car, flipped over, and they was spraying shit up. Boop, 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 boop. He bucking back too. Boom, 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 boom. He bucking back at the car. She get up and start bucking back. So they both shooting out the car at the same time. Boom, 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 boom. Innocent people getting hit. It's a massacre going on right now. It's crazy. They letting shots ring like that. They drove. D-Bear and his team scared. He was like, who the fuck was that shooting back? Who was that shooting back? Was that one of them niggas she be with? That's the one that he started bugging in the van. Like, nah. I'm gonna kill that bitch. The driver get hit in the shoulder. It kind of hit him. It missed the dude. It missed the passenger. Hit him directly in the shoulder. It went right across his chest, in his shoulder, and came back out through the other side. Boom! He hurting like, oh shit. He's swerving. The passenger grab, yo, you good? He's like, I'm hit. So they get out of Dodge. They drop him off and skate off and left him where he was because he got hit. He got hit and it kind of crossed his chest and it looked like it hit his heart. Boom! Like she hit him on some shit. Boom! So they get back to the situation where, Maya's held up at. And D-Bear's ready to kill that bitch. Nah, she just killed one of my mans. She killed one of my mans. She gotta go. He like, relax. Let's put the word out. We got her niece. And let's see how much she's willing to give up for this. Trust me. Play this bitch like a game of chess. D-Bear like, all right. Put the message out. So Tony look at Charlie. So you saved my life, so now you owe me, huh? I guess so. We end the chapter there. That's crazy, baby.